Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I had a long weekend back in Southern Illinois. I'm back in Florida now. Pretty much I'm busy getting everything ready to go because I am going to my next job here this week. So I'm going to be doing a lot of driving and everything. After I get there, I'll let you guys know where I'm at, kind of what my winter is going to be like. But this video, I wanted to talk about something that I kind of ran into this weekend in Southern Illinois. I got to go fishing with one of my buddies back there. And definitely a lot colder temperatures than we've been seeing down here in Florida. It was freezing. And so I guess just what happened is we go out. I think it was like 30 degrees in the morning. And kind of the first thing that we went out doing, we went out and did a little like live scoping out deep. Looking for some suspended fish out there, chasing bait. We saw some, just weren't seeing a lot of activity, and that's kind of the mistake that I wanted to talk to you guys about in this video, because kind of the approach that I have in almost any situation, some are different, but I really like to rule out shallow before I go deep. And I feel like there's a big misconception that happens a lot of times when you have those really, really cold temperatures like that, are people automatically just think in their head that those fish have to be going deeper. The temperature's dropping, it's winter time, why wouldn't they be out there out deep? But kind of what I've ran into is that I've had a lot of really, really, really good days in the wintertime fishing ultra shallow. And that's kind of what we ran into when we were back there. We messed around out deep for a while, kind of seemed like the right thing to be doing, and then we ended up actually going pretty shallow and got on some fish towards the end of our few hours that we got to spend out there. And it was, night and day. The fish were definitely a lot shallower, and the water temps had been cooling down. The air temps, were around 30 degrees, and what I've told a lot of people in the past that have the idea that the fish are automatically going to be a lot deeper when it's cold, when it's cooler outside. I guess an easy way to think about it is in the summertime, those fish might be, deeper when it gets really hot, chasing that cooler water. And in the wintertime, why would they go deep when there's cool water everywhere? But that's, I guess, just a simple way to look at it, is that cool water isn't going to drive them deep. If they chase cool water in the summertime, why would they run down deep in the wintertime when all the water's cool? But it's also very, very much dependent on where the bait are. They're chasing food, so you've ruled out that cool water can drive them deep because they can live in very, very cold water at any depth in the wintertime because it's all cool. So take that out of the picture. So then you have bait. So then it's all based on, a lot of times in the wintertime, if it's ultra cold, sometimes you'll have those days where you might have some warm weather, some warm rain coming through. They might get up shallower. Gosh, I'm sweating in here, guys. It is getting hot in this truck. I should have turned it on before this video, but anyway, back to what I was saying. In the wintertime, it's solely based on where the weather conditions are pushing the bait at that point. And the day we were out there, we started noticing that there wasn't as much bait as there should have been out there deep. So where else would it be? It might be up around the grass. So we went up shallow around the grass, and that's where they were. But I feel like that's the main thing to consider in the wintertime, not necessarily that just automatically because it's cold outside, all of a sudden the fish are going to be deep. I feel like that's probably one of the bigger misconceptions that people have in the wintertime, is that you can't catch them shallow just because the water's cold. And it's actually the opposite. The water's cold, so they could very easily be up shallow. When the water's 95 degrees, I'm a lot less likely to go up looking for them in 6 inches of water. But when the water's 50 degrees, why wouldn't they be up in 6 inches of water? If the bait's up there, why wouldn't they be there too? So that's just my opinion on it. I hope that helps you guys in the wintertime. It's definitely helped me in the wintertime, keeping an open mind that the fish can definitely be up there. They don't have to be way out there. You might waste a lot of time out there too if you think that the fish have to be out deep. It's a lot easier to rule out shallow than it is deep. You can spend 5 hours out deep and maybe not even feel like you have necessarily ruled it out. And shallow, if I spend 5 hours throwing at really good stuff shallow, I'm doing something wrong. I should have changed already. So anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. See you on the next one.